As always, Intel is leaping ahead. Nice take on their latest slogan, if you will. Well, they're doing it again here at Computex Taipei, getting a lot of attention for their nettops and netbooks. Our next guest is Product Marketing Manager with Intel, Joseph Yu. Joseph, welcome into tomorrow. How are you?
Good. Thank you, Dave.
You are, as folks will see on the video on our website, right behind one of the very cool products that are being shown here at Computex. And what's neat is the Intel Inside part. Now it's the Intel Atom processor, correct?
That's correct.
Tell me about the Atom processor. How does that differ from the others we're certainly familiar with over the years?
Of course. So Atom processor is one of our latest addition to our Intel product line. Atom processor, we are using actually 45 nanometer process technology. And it's designed from the ground up to support very low power, very good performance in terms of internet-centric devices. As you can see, our customers are able to use Intel Atom processor to put into a smaller notebook like form factor. And also, we also have the nettop, which are similar to the desktop form factor, but it's a lot smaller than what the desktop that you're using today.
Yeah, no, I'm loving that. Of course, we have the desktop, we have the laptop, now we have the nettop. So I'm assuming the main function of the nettop is surfing the net.
Correct.
The ability to just do the kind of thing that we all want to do, whether it's checking email or surfing the net looking for information. Maybe we don't need a lot of storage, and therefore this device can come in handy.
Yes, indeed. And actually, we are envisioning two types of usage for netbook and nettop. So, for example, in the developing countries where we want to actually have our customer to provide a price-sensitive, affordable pricing devices, so where a lot of people who cannot afford a more expensive notebook, they can now purchase a netbook or a nettop and can enable them to get on the internet a lot easier, right? And the second usage what we envision is also for the developed countries. So for family like, so for example, your family where you have probably multiple PC already.
Oh yes.
Yeah, but for your children, maybe in elementary school, you might not want to spend so much money on a PC for them, but where you can purchase a netbook or nettop where they can utilize that internet-centric capability to do Facebook with their classmates, to do voice over IP with their friends.
And of course, basic research for homework and things of that nature, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Now, what's the difference between a nettop and a netbook? Because I hear you using them, and I wonder, are they somewhat interchangeable, or are there distinct differences between the two?
They are actually different. So, for example, nettop is a derivative of desktop.
Okay.
Okay, so you will use nettop with the LCD screen panels, basically. For netbook, it's actually similar to a notebook, but just smaller in terms of size.
Okay.
Where you can easily carry it around, and you can use battery and probably have a 4 or 5 hours of battery life.
And both would use the new Intel Atom processor.
That's
right?
correct.
How does that relate to Centrino then? Because a lot of the way you described the Atom, increased capabilities and less energy use and more battery life and so forth, very similar to what we've heard when Centrino first came out. So is this sort of a new little brother to Centrino, or do they relate?
They relate in terms of the form factor. But however, we envision netbook and the notebook or the Centrino product line actually quite different in terms of usage. So for example, netbook, what we envision is more of a content viewing devices.
Gotcha.
Okay, for the notebook or for the Centrino product line, what you can actually do is you can editing photos, you can play 3D games. So it's more of a content creation type of purposes.
Yeah. Would the netbooks and or nettops have the ability to play CDs or DVDs, or would they have those devices, or would they need to be external if you needed them?
So that depends on our customer.
Okay,
but most
sure.
of the design currently today, because of the smaller size, most of the netbook are not equipped with the optical drive.
Gotcha.
Okay, so you might need a USB external drive to attach with it. That's again because of our vision of this is actually a device to hook up into the internet.
Sure.
Right, where you can view the videos through YouTube and do the social networking by different websites.
Gotcha. And they're getting a lot of buzz. I mean, all over the show floor here at Computex,
Definitely.
Not only companies, your partners, and some folks that are manufacturing these new devices, but everybody's talking about the Intel Atom. So that's a good thing. I mean, it's a lot of excitement here at the show. How soon do you think before we'll see these devices on the market and in the U.S., for example?
Oh, actually, we launched the product 2 days ago on June 3rd. And we do have several customers launching on that day with us. So hopefully, that our audience, our listener in the U.S. will be able to see the system on shelf most likely within a week or two.
Ah, very good. And do we have any idea price-wise? And I know you're not manufacturing the netbooks and the net tops and so forth, but just in general ballpark for what the folks you're working with are selling them for.
So we are envision the price range for a netbook will somewhere come to around $250 and maybe all the way up to $400.
Okay.
So it will be
but
definitely
that's certainly
lower.
affordable.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, great opportunities for the kids and other additional devices around the home.
Exactly.
And I can see a lot of opportunity. You know, I'd like one myself. They're small, they're easy to use, and while you might not be using them on an airplane for access to the internet, for example, for simple things that you might want to do, or things that you have been able to save on the device and look at later, read a book,
that's right.
do a number of things that you can have on the device.
Yeah.
Take advantage of these things.
Yes.
So it's certainly an exciting time, and certainly we expect great things as always from Intel. You guys are not letting us down. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us here at Computex.
Thank you, Dave.
It's our pleasure. Joseph Yu, Product Marketing Manager with Intel. Of course, Intel.com, and we'll link to Joseph's site as all of our guests at Computex this week. We're back with more as Into Tomorrow continues from Taiwan this week on this Father's Day weekend. Don't go away.